This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
This soap did not go as planned.
You know, I was very confident about the color morph until that happened.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today we are starting a new collection. This is the first collection created by me and my family together. The first one that we picked is birds. We are calling the collection Plume and Perch, and there are 6 different soaps we're gonna make together. We are kicking off this collection with a banger because my sister Shelly designed this beautiful soap inspired by Castor's hummingbird, but the fragrance oil behaved poorly, and my stick blender, you're just gonna have to watch it.
I am so excited for this one because Shelly created such a universally appealing color palette, and the swirl design I think is going to be perfect. Let's blend it up. Beautiful. All right, let's split off this batter. For our main base color, I am adding in a rich purple. Then we're doing a nice green for our accent and in the pot swirl, and a stark white for our drop swirl. And now we're gonna blend it up. These colors look right on, so I can add in my secret sauce blend of fragrance. This fragrance blend will only be created one time. Give everything a quick blend once more. You know, I was very confident about the color morph until that happened. Wow, sometimes things just don't go as you planned and they get very hard and messy. Let's talk about something simple. Squarespace. Squarespace really does make things legitimately so simple, and that's why I chose them to host the home for the Royal Creative Academy. I wanted a place to organize all of my tutorials, freebies, and class content, and with Squarespace's passwords and page locks, I can actually work on my site while it's still technically live without anybody seeing content I don't want published yet. You can also lock individual pages, which is perfect if you're prepping content you want to share later or only with specific people. I even customized a little coming soon page. It's almost like a doorbell, like online. Like ding dong, you're like, sorry, nobody's home yet. Now let's talk about visuals because you know I'm picky. I'm sorry, I just am. So Squarespace has an asset library where I can keep all of my photos, graphics, any sort of files, visuals, that sort of thing. And then I can access all of those same images within the library, whether I'm making an email, like a new page, a blog post, it's all the same library, which is so helpful. They also have free stock imagery, which is really, really great if you just need like a filler photo somewhere. And when I want to show off past projects or organize content by theme, I use their image galleries. So whether it's a grid, a carousel, a slideshow, it just looks clean and professional without any extra coding because you know I'm not gonna do that. So if you've been thinking about building your own website, whether it's for your business, your blog, your side hustle, head on over to squarespace.com/royaltysoaps to start your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use code royaltysoaps to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video and providing me such a truly easy website building experience because I'm about to have to go clean up a big mess for a soap that may not even look good when we're done with it. Until that happened. I have literally never had that happen in my whole entire life. Caleb watched it.
That was awesome.
Look at that, it broke clean off.
I can't believe it.
Well, thousands of batches of soap later, the stick blender has finally bit the dust, and at an incredibly inopportune time because this soap is moving. Thank goodness for backup stick blenders. I'm incredibly unsure about whether or not any of this is coming back. I think we may have taken it too far, and that's the end of it. However, we're gonna keep acting like it is. And I'm gonna make this soap just like I had intended to when the colors didn't look disgusting. This is uglier than the last time. You remember whenever I did the with a water fairy soap? Everything went kind of gray.
Yeah.
This is worse.
Yeah, that's worse.
All right, let's splash some of this into the mold. Then drop swirl our white, which is now definitely not white. Little bit more of the purple, brown, green. Who even knows? The funny thing is about this too is that it smells like fruit. So it looks atrocious, smells delicious.
Well, they can't all be winners.
Hey, too many times has soap come back from disasters pretty big. I haven't lost full hope yet.
I hope you're right.
We're about to make it worse, Caleb.
Oh boy.
I saved a little to do just a smattering of a drizzle, not even that much. So as if we didn't have enough green already, now we're gonna have some more.
Well, while you're doing that, let me hit you with some hummingbird facts.
Oh my gosh.
It's the perfect time to learn. Hummingbirds take nectar from a lot of flowers. Researchers calculated that a Castor's hummingbird needs to visit 1,840 flowers to meet its energy requirements for how long?
I don't know, it's migration?
1 day. 1 day.
1 day? That's insane. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to texture this. Okay, it's still texturing.
Here's another hummingbird fact. Researchers found that Castor's hummingbirds can enter a torpid state.
Oh, what?
Well, I'm about to tell you. With slowed heart rates and reduced body temperatures when nighttime temperatures are low. The hearts of torpid Castor's hummingbirds beat about 50 times per minute, while those of awake resting Castor's hummingbirds beat at, what do you guess? Give me somewhere that's in a range. It's pretty...
Well, I don't know how many times my heart beats a minute. How am I supposed to know about some random bird?
Guess. It's high.
I don't know. If it's sleeping, you said if it's in that state, it's 150? So
No, it's 50.
It's 50. So how about 100?
Keep going up. Up, up, up.
Really?
Up, up, up.
200?
Up, 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 up.
A minute?
Uh-huh.
Bro.
They're hummingbirds. Haven't you seen their wings?
I mean, I guess, but I guess I didn't understand wing to heartbeat ratio.
Yeah, it's real high. Real high. I'll help you out. It is 500 to 900 times a minute.
Man. Okay, well, now that looks a hot mess. She specifically told me she wanted pumice on top. And I was like, why? And she's like, I just think it'll look cool. I mean, I doubt this entire soap at this point looks cool, but we're staying within our guidelines and parameters here.
As much as possible.
All right, a little bit of pumicey texture on top. It actually does look kind of cool. I mean, all things considered. All right. Honestly, this is gonna have a really cool texture on top. I think it's gonna feel somewhat like almost felted because it's not through the soap. It's only on the top and it's sort of falling into the grooves a little bit.
Just like we're burying our mistakes.
Exactly. I'm gonna clean up these sides a little bit because I definitely made a mess. I mean, honestly, who could blame me? It was a mad dash. What are the odds of having my stick blender break and the fragrance oil be like the absolute worst, like misbehaving paranormal color morph of all time? Like, what are the odds of that happening in the same batch?
It was the perfect storm.
Well, we're gonna give this one more spritz with rubbing alcohol and then pray that this blue mold from 𝘊𝘭𝘆𝘏 is our salvation, because sometimes the very thing that helps the soap go through gel and for the colors to come back is for it to get really hot. I don't know why. I'm not a chemist. I've just done it a lot. So let's put this to bed for 18 to 24 hours and then hopefully we come back with a completely different looking soap tomorrow. Are we shocked? You know we are. I think I still had faith yesterday that something would turn, like that it would get a little bit better. I had no idea it would literally look like absolutely nothing went wrong. And with a broken stick blender too. Caleb,
I mean, it's marvelous. I can't believe it. I really had no faith whatsoever. I was like, oh yeah, it might turn back.
No, it won't.
Not likely.
Not likely. Okay, let's cut into it. Again, swirls, they look pretty good, but I know they will be better if we make these batches without a broken stick blender. Still, it's really good. I think the point is there. Wow, look how pretty. Just a really, really thin line. Look at that. I love it. Yeah, this looks like marble. And I think this is extremely close to how Shelly drew the picture. I think she'll be pleased, especially when I tell her all the things I battled to get here.
You'll never understand my struggle.
No, never.
To make your dream happen. I have a question for you.
All right.
Hummingbirds drink nectar all day long. If you had to survive on just one sugary drink forever like they do, which one would you choose?
Why does that look like a woman sitting with her hands being held in her lap and her hair streaming all the way down to her knees?
Oh, that's creepy.
That's kind of unnerving.
Wow, that's insane.
Anyway, one sugary drink. Just one.
A ginger ale.
What do you think, Elisha? One sugary drink?
Would have to be margaritas.
Oh, brother.
Dr. Pepper?
You traitor to the Coke family.
I'm sorry. I love a good Dr. Pepper.
Our family, just so y'all know, we are Coke people through and through, but we live in the South. And everyone likes Dr. Pepper down here. I do not understand why.
Put down in the comments, Coke or Dr. Pepper.
I'd probably pick a Sprite.
Okay.
Sprite's
I
good.
love a Sprite.
All right, what would you guys pick? Let us know down in the comments below. And yes, you're allowed to make weird concoctions, and we will read all of the comments, and then we'll laugh at you. Wasn't that crazy? This was literally brown and yellow. The next soap went a little bit easier. My husband Caleb designed this one based on the 𝘊𝘭𝘴𝘪𝘠. And yes, while the soap making portion went a lot smoother, the cutting portion, Elisha and Caleb, they just got weird and unhinged. You'll see. Let's make some soap. Before we begin, I have a few things to add to my lye water solution. A little bit of titanium dioxide just so we have evenness in color, and some sodium lactate to harden up our soap bars. Sodium lactate is a salt derivative. It's a very inexpensive option to help your bars firm up. You could also use table salt dissolved in a little bit of water. That's an even more cost-effective option. Beautiful. And now that that's all blended up, let's add our lye water solution to our oils. This is my specialty 5-oil soap recipe that I have been sharing for free in the description box of all of my soap making videos for years. And we're gonna blend it up. This batter is at the perfect consistency, so it's time to pour off our accent colors. Accent number 1, accent number 2, and accent number 3. Now let's add in our colors. I have a custom yellow blend here that is very vivid, very vibrant. Same thing with this gorgeous green. It's not quite a neon. Then another custom blue. This one includes blue Shocker from Mad Micas. The feathers on the 𝘊𝘭𝘪𝘠 are extremely bold. So I need to make sure that my pigment is nice and strong in both my base and the accents. Our base color is a red being made with Trial by Fire. So it's going to be the most potent. So I'm going to start by blending the yellow first and make my way to the red. Just added in my fragrance, which is a custom fruity blend. You guys are going to love it. Really wishing for smell-o-vision right now. And just blending everything in by hand to help keep our batter nice and fluid so we get some gorgeous swirls. We're going to be doing a drop swirl today to try and get the most feather-like look. We're gonna start by getting a very small amount of our red onto the
the bottom of our mold, just enough to cover everything. Then we're gonna go in with our blue, making some very thin drops here. I'm going for about 7 passes. And then our green, again taking note of where I dropped the blue, and I'm trying to sort of get in the middle of those. Now for the yellow, this is looking so gorgeous and a little bit buttery almost. I might end up making it a little darker as time goes on, but we'll have to see what it looks like after the cure. Now to do a little bit more red than before, I'm trying to drop this from up high so that we can really break up those accent colors. I'm trying to get 3 color passes for this particular soap. We'll see how that works out. So far, so good. Had to give this yellow a quick mix. Gonna go ahead and drop the rest of that in just because it is so gloopy, and then I'm gonna leave some for the top. Add a little more of our red, and then some more green and blue. This is going to be the most beautiful swirl on top. I'm just gonna start by ladling in some of my yellow here. It is starting to get a bit thicker, so I am doing this a little more purposefully, I would say, than I normally do. Let's give the top a swirl. Oh my gosh, that is so stunning. Don't forget, greens always look a little funny the first day. It will look so much prettier tomorrow, I can promise you that. Even with the green looking a little more sage and a little less bright, I'm still very pleased with this. Gonna go around the edges so that those bars don't get missed. Beautiful. Let's take our spatula now and clean up these sides. I did have some of the batter jump up a little bit when I tapped it on the floor. Very satisfying. Let's spritz the top with rubbing alcohol, and we will be back after 24 hours to cut into these bars and take a look at the inside. I cannot wait after this quick commercial break. We're loving this. This could not be better. I'm really, really pleased with the drop swirl. And based on the inspiration photo I was provided, I think we nailed it. I mean, look at this. Look at it. So swirly.
I love that bird.
Do you think I captured the essence of your soap design?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Nice.
I think you did better than even I drew it.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
A round of applause.
Oh, yay! All right. Let's cut another one for good measure.
While you're cutting that, let me tell you one of the most unhinged questions we've ever had.
Oh, okay.
Elisha and I were in the lab coming up with this one.
Oh my goodness.
You wake up one morning and a secret society of scarlet macaws has taken over NASA. They have rerouted all space missions to Mars for the sole purpose of creating a private amusement park getaway. Macaws only, don't you know? What are some of the most popular rides at the park and why?
What am I supposed to do with this?
What would a macaw like to do at amusement parks?
Eat little snacks? I mean, they like to fly? I don't know.
Let me give you a slightly easier one. One that you don't have to struggle with so much.
Wait, there's more?
Yeah. This one's so much more hinged. Scarlet macaws like to crack open nuts with their super strong beaks. If you had a beak that strong for a day, what would you use it for?
I don't know. Breaking a coconut with my face for fun?
That sounds, yeah, that's fun.
That sounds kind of fun to me.
I'm getting all my tree work done with that big old beak, clipping branches off of trees. Yeah. Trim the grass with the big
Trim
beak.
the grass with the beak.
Make merch for a day. Beak boy merch.
One beak wonder.
Well, these have been very fascinating questions of the day. I'm sure everyone watching is going to have a heyday in the comments section below.
I think this one came out beautifully, and also the fragrance is my favorite of the entire collection. It smells so good. I can't wait to see it in its little soap box. Both of these bars will be available with the rest of the Plume and PERCH collection Friday night on May 2nd. Have an absolutely royal day. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, like setting up a hummingbird feeder. This is something that I look forward to every single year. I literally have 6 hummingbird feeders. I have counted up up to 30 hummingbirds. 30. I also have 2 different bird feeders for the songbirds, and I keep those filled up all year round, and I love watching them out the window while I have my coffee. But you guys know I don't really care what you do, just do something for you, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, and bye for now.